Let's talk about it. Now, this is the thing. I'm about to say Kendrick Lamar. Rick Ross did respond to Drake, but I don't think that Rick Ross is going to defeat Drake or can defeat Drake in a rap battle. But in a troll battle, Rick Ross all day. Rick Ross is about to troll this man to death, and it's already started. For those who not familiar with Rick Ross is one of the biggest trolls on the internet. Did you see when he was beefing with DJ Envy? DJ Envious. Remember all that? He was trolling DJ Envy, and Envy was getting all red in the face and stuff. Rick Ross is a great troll, and you know where he learned that trolling from? Y'all know where? His beef with 50 Cent. Do y'all remember back in, what was that? Was that 2009? Oh, was that 08, 09? When he was beefing with 50? I forgot what year that was. It was around the time Triller had came out, I want to say. But back then when he was beefing with 50, 50 was trolling the hell out of him. He put the little wig on and was talking about his name was, and then like Curly or something like that. And he was trolling Rick Ross, taking his baby mama shopping and all this other stuff. Rick Ross learned from that. And he started trolling 50 back most recently, and he's been trolling Drake. For those who are familiar, man, oh my goodness. He dropped this track and it's called Champagne Moments. Champagne Moments. And this is the cover right here. It got White Boy Drake. Champagne Moments. And look at the hashtag BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Hilarious. So what did I think about the track? I'll say this. It was an okay track. It was okay. Some people did like it, some people didn't like it. I think it was okay. The biggest thing that I got from the track, I liked his comments afterwards, his trash talk at the end. In my opinion, the trash talk at the end from Rick Ross was better than the actual diss record itself. Now, keep in mind, man, Rick Ross made that in an hour. He heard his name mentioned in a song, and he took to Instagram in the studio and started laughing. And I didn't know what was going on, but I literally an hour later, because I had went and I was out eating. And by the time I got finished eating, his diss record that came out, Champagne Moments. And I was like, oh shit, is it real? And then he just put it on streaming platforms. So he's running those streams up. It's a funny record. He's talking about Drake having a nose job and Drake having a BBL. And he said the reason he unfollowed him was because Drake sent a cease and desist to French Montana and all that stuff. So it was funny. It was a funny track, playful track in my opinion. I don't think it was no ether. I don't think it was lethal. It had a nice little smooth beat, but I really wasn't feeling it all the way like that. But like I said, his trash talk at the end was hilarious. And Rick Ross has been trolling Drake. He's been talking about ghostwriting allegations. He was playing sicko mode the other day. And he said, y'all want to know who wrote this? Y'all want to know who wrote this? So it was hilarious to me. It was hilarious to me. You say he finna troll the hell yeah, man. Rick Ross is the ultimate troll. 50 Cent is the biggest troll. Rick Ross is another troll. And I don't think, and Drake is trying to troll. I give Drake his credit. He's been posting some kind of funny stuff. Did y'all see the where Drake had texted his mom? Let me see if I can find that real quick. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I can find that. Let's see. Is this one it? Right here? This one. Trying to find it all the way. All right. Yeah, let me share my screen with y'all. Hold on a second. So this is what Drizzy had texted his mom right here. He said, so his mother had said, Obs, the internet saying you got a nose job. You look the same to me in the kitchen today. I can't believe you would get one without me because you know I always wanted one. Don't tell me that you got tattoos without me. And now this too. He said, I would have got us a 2-for-1 deal if I went, Ma. It's coming from Rick Ross, the guy I did songs with. He's gone loopy off the Manjaro. He hasn't been eating. He hadn't been eating in days, and it's turned him angry and racist. He's performing at these proms for money, and it's bad. Don't worry about it. We'll handle it. So that was funny. Now let me find. I'm gonna try to find where Rick Ross um had trolled Drake about calling his mama. Let me see if I can find that real quick, man. Uh Let me see if I can find it. Y'all give me just a second. Should have had this already pulled up. Is this one? Nah, that ain't it. Man, I can't find it right now. Man, I can't find it. But when y'all get a chance, go look it up because I was trying to see if it was on YouTube. But basically, he was like, "Oh, Drizzy Drake, you told your mommy on me. She can't save you, white boy. She can't save." And the fact that he's calling him white boy and all that, it's hilarious, man. That's why Drake had said, "Okay, he's racist," but it's hilarious. But you said those are warning shots from Rick Ross. Yeah, Lord knows what else. And that's another thing with the whole Kendrick thing, right? We don't know what else Kendrick knows about Drake. Drake has left himself wide open before. That's the reason his son got revealed. And I'll go ahead and say this. I don't think that Drake would be displaying his son, talking about his son, showing the world to his son, had that Pusha T track not drop. I'm standing on that because would you want to be revealed that you had a baby by a porn star? Somebody that got a threesome ran on them, or a train ran on them, something like that. Because ASAP Rocky hit, and I'm thinking allegedly that Drake had to get a paternity test because he didn't know if the child was his because he had a threesome with her or something like that. I don't know, something crazy, but it was a bad look. So, would you want to reveal you had a son with a porn star, a child with a porn star? Was that gonna be a part of the deal? I don't know. I don't think he would have did it, but like I said, Rick Ross probably knows more stuff that we know. Could get bad. He said, "I'll take it there with you. Want to go with you? Go there with you." But my thing is, musically, I think that Drake could get on Rick Ross. And another thing I want to point out, it's phony. A lot of this thing shows that the industry is phony because Rick Ross and Drake were like this. They were rumored to have an album coming out together. They have several dope songs together. A couple of classic songs, in my opinion. I'm on one. I love that song. Was it Dice Pineapples? I love that song. Aston Martin Music. That's one of the dopest rap tracks. That arguably is the dopest Rick Ross and Drake collab, in my personal opinion. They've made some dope tracks together, and all of a sudden they just switching up. Like it's real weird. I thought that they were close, you know. So I found that kind of odd, and it shows you that the industry is very, very phony, very, very phony. And Drake posting out that telling Rick Ross, "Hey man, your number ones," or I don't know if he had number ones, but like your top songs, I was on, which is true. But I think it was an even trade. I think that Rick Ross rubbed off on Drake. Drake rubbed off on Rick Ross. That's what Rick Ross was pretty much saying. My influence is what helped get you here. Just like everybody Drake collabs with. Because one thing about Drake is a wave rider. If somebody's up and coming, you've seen that happen with Fetty Wap. You've seen that happen with the Migos. Now, it was an even trade, but let's not act like if these artists did not have Drake, they wouldn't be as big as they are. Arguably, right? Future was already coming up. I feel like Future would have eventually got here, but Drake did help him out. But I also feel like Future helped Drake out. Drake at that time was trying to put out street anthems and stuff, and Future was the hottest trap rapper at the time. So let me hop and do some songs with him. Rick Ross was the hottest trap rapper at that time when he was collaborating with him. Let me collaborate with him and get some hits going. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm glad that you brought that up. You said maybe this thing is a joke. I saw shout out to Brand Man Sean. I saw him talk about this, and I've been talking about this too. What if the whole rap game got together, and I'll say the whole rap game, I'm talking about the people at the top: Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole, Rick Ross, Future, Metro Boomin, and all of them said, "Man, look, last year hip hop took an L. We didn't have no number one albums until later. We didn't have no number one singles like that." And remember, the rap game was in a drought in 2023. So did the record labels conspire this? Did the rappers come together and say, "Let's spice this up right now. Let's get some WWE shit going to drive some stuff up," right? Because like that, again, is the number one song 3 weeks in a row. Would that have happened if it wasn't a beef? Like if it wasn't a diss track? I don't know. I don't think so. The controversy surrounding that is what got like that to number one. So what if everybody conspired to say, man, we need to get hip hop back to the forefront again? Beef is the easiest way to go because look, I'm doing a whole show, a whole broadcast talking about it right now. So it's not too far stretched from the imagination that they probably could have came up with this. So Poppy YT, I'm not disagreeing with that. That's something to really think about. Now, judging based off of how Kendrick comes, we don't know. And part of me wants to say that this all could be scripted and fake. The other part of me is like, I don't know, because J. Cole backed out. That felt real. That felt real because that diss track didn't sound like he believed in it. And he dropped out. So maybe this all is conspired to try to drive up sales from rap, because it is ironic that the year after hip hop was down, you know, where it wasn't no number ones and stuff like this, this helped spike everything up. So I don't know. That is an interesting point. Definitely interesting point. But y'all let me know in the comment section as well on Facebook right now. If you're watching me on Facebook, make sure that you do me a favor, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Drop a fire emoji if you're enjoying the show. And if you're on Twitter right now, hit that retweet for your boy. Hit that retweet because we're going in tonight. All right, so at the end of the day, Rick Ross will win in a troll battle against Drake. Drake is not winning a troll battle against Rick Ross. That ain't happening. Rick Ross all day for the trolling.